What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to give you 3 sumo deadlift tips that you can use to help improve your form on sumo deadlift. And we're going to go over a lot of things that I see, some common mistakes that I see guys make whenever they first start sumo deadlifting. So tip number 1 is get set up properly, right? So what I like to have guys do is go through a routine. So you want to do the same thing every single time. It's kind of similar to getting in the batter's box. You have a routine before you get into the batter's box. We want to have a routine before we step up to the deadlift bar. Right? So what I like to do is just get my shin in front of that first notch right there. Step in with my right foot first and the left foot second. Get my toes pointed out a little bit and those knees pushed apart and start getting everything nice and tight. So you want to have a routine that you're going to go through here. One thing that I see guys commonly mess up on this is they'll get far away from the bar here and they'll push their knees up over their toes and just kind of get in an awkward, bad position, which we don't want to do. We want our shins straight up and down whenever we get to that bar. I like having that bar touching my shins, so it's going to be a short range of motion. So get that shin touching your bar, get nice and tight, and get into a good position and go through a routine that you're going to do every single time. Tip number 2 is going to be create long arms. So how I like to teach this is pull your lats back and down and create as long arms as we can. So this is going to help get your back in a tight, stable position. And it's also going to help shorten that range of motion a little bit so you're able to pull a little bit more weight, just creating nice, long arms. So from here, we're going to push our hips back and grab that bar, right? Start getting into a wedge position to pull that bar up. So tip number 2, create long arms. Squeeze those lats, which is going to help you brace your back and keep you into that good position throughout your whole range of motion on your deadlift here. Tip number 3 is going to be bracing. We want to get a lot of air in our belly, get everything nice and tight, hold that air in, and squeeze every muscle that we got to help us hold our position throughout our whole range of motion here for our deadlift. So go through the whole thing right here. Go through your routine, those shins touching that bar, push your knees out, create long arms, deep breath in, hold that air in your belly, get nice and tight, brace every muscle that you got, grab the bar, and then it's coming up there. So another thing to look out for that I see a lot of guys do on these is that bar is going to be really far away. We want to make sure it's up close, but a lot of guys will get that bar far away, which is going to make you use a lot of back whenever you're pulling up. Sumo deadlift is all about leg drives and the hamstrings and the glutes. So we're going to get nice and tight, get close to that bar, and come straight up with it. Hope these tips help. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or shoot a comment down below.